Good morning, everybody. Good morning to you. Good morning, everybody. All right, so we got to adjust. Good morning, everybody. Let's go. Let's go. Good morning, Marcus Merrill. Look at them all coming in. I love it. Shelly Stringer, thank you so much, Shelly. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Good morning, Travis, Gio, Akeem, Girl Mom. Good morning, everybody. All right, that looks good on that end. Just fixing a few things here. The tubes looks fantastic. Good morning, everybody. Let's go, let's go. Good morning. Good morning, Zen, Rangel, Adam. Hello, everybody. We got the Night Star on the board this morning. The Night Star is on the board. There we go. All right. Look at that. Look how clear that is. Let's go. We made some changes. Let's go. Let's go. Tap those hearts over there on the tubes. All righty. Are we good? Mic check, sound check. Are we good, my beauties? Are we good? Look at that. You can't get clearer than that. I mean, that is just gorgeous right there. All right, let's pull up the SPY. Let's see what we got. Remember, traders, it is the third Friday of the month. I'm going to tell you right now, without a shadow of a doubt, you're going to get some chop chop. Third Friday of the month, forget about it. Let's go, let's go. Today's Friday, right? Today Friday? What day is this? Friday, all right. The life of a trader. What day is it? KK, Richard, Adrian, Kells, everybody, let's go. We got 3 Night Stars off the board. We got some more powders. And let's go, let's go. Good morning, everyone. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to all our new VIP traders. Good to see you as always. We are going to get this baby kicked off. Are we ready? All we ask that you do is donate if and when you can. Share the live, share it out, repost it, and tap 200,000 taps yesterday. And today we're going for 220. Let's go. All right, Miss Market, we're in a narrow state. We're in position 2 to the downside right here on Miss Market. Okay. Oh, Miss Market looks good. She looks tight, even though it's third Friday of the month. Alert, alert on this market. The setup is there. So let's see what we got coming to the upside and to the downside. Remember, we trade the setups. Congratulations. Yesterday we had a signing, Oracle. So watch out for that today. All right, watch out for that today. Right now, we are in a narrow stay position 2. First stop here, be careful. We got room down to 675. Right here, we have a major pivot right out of the gate, 675. Under 675 with a retest, 671 will be your next stop here on the SPY. Back over 678.50, we got room up to 681. 681, then up here, 684 on Miss Market. Cully, good morning to you. Good to see you over there on the tubes. Over there on the tubes, it is imperative you hit the heart and keep hitting that heart throughout the live. What else are we looking at? Good morning, Trinity, K. Bradens, and Method. Thank you so much, Dad Bod. All right, we're going to head over to Nvidia. We are narrow. All right, we are narrow here on Nvidia. We are in position 2 currently on Nvidia. We got another one. Stand by. Alert, alert here on Nvidia. Nvidia and Miss Market right out of the gate. We got 2 alerts coming up here. Could it be one of those Fridays where we get some humming? We'll see. All right, we are in position 2. We are narrow. We got room up to 178. That'll be your first stop of resistance on Nvidia. 178 on Nvidia. Above 178 with a retest, we got room up to 182.50. If we come back through the whip zone right here, traders, whoop, whoop, we got room under 173.65. We have room down to 170 here in this range on Nvidia. That's your channel there. The Qs. Mr. Dave with the $1.99. Thank you, Mr. Dave. Yesterday, took 4 trades, 3 winners, and 1 break even. We couldn't do anything wrong on the market yesterday. We are in a narrow state. We're in the whip zone on the Qs this morning. Yesterday was a very good day, traders. Very good day. Above 611.30, we got room up to 613. 613 here on the Qs. Above 613 with a retest, we got room up to 615 on damn Qs. Let's get back under 608. Don't worry about 609. A dollar move ain't dookie. Get under 608, and then you have room down to 599 on the Qs. Let's go, let's go. Who was green yesterday? How could you not be green yesterday? Zen Method, yes it is. Mr. Dave, who was green in the market yesterday? You could have blindfolded yourself and been green. Tiana Monet, yeah, look at all these greens. Look at these VIPers, green, green, green. Green, green, yes! Break even for Todd, VIPer. Johnny, green, VIPer. Jessica, Sheffy. Rango Marquez, let's go. Oracle, very good, everybody. I was going through all those green trades in the VIP, and I was a happy papa. I had a big smile from either. I'm looking for something wrong on most of them. I'm like, where? Come on. No, a good one. Another good one. Another good one. Amazing. Yeah, Oracle's got the gap up, as you know, the TikTok last night, the news. We are in position 3 to the upside here. I told you once that was signed for Oracle. Watch out. Remember that? All right, here we go. Let me move this over. I'm hitting the wrong button. Let's see what we got to the upside here. We're going to mark these out. Oracle, we are in a neutral state. We are currently in position 3 to the upside here on Oracle. See this base right here? 190, position 3, 190 is your first level of resistance on Oracle. 190, write that down, everybody. Now, you will be in a narrow state. That means you can get another leg higher on Oracle. Watch out for Oracle here, right? Narrow state. If you get over 190, look out to the upside. You're going to watch that 200 level as your next level of major resistance here on Oracle. Like I told you on MU yesterday, my traders, do not look up. Remember, look at the position. We were in a narrow state, well, bearish neutral state. Who got faked out by that? Whoa! Woo! Look out for that. First trade yesterday for us was on Amazon. A bearish neutral state. I told you all. Bang, we beat it on that drum to the downside, okay? We're going to stick here with Amazon currently. We are in a narrow state on Amazon. We are in position 2, the start of position 2 on Amazon. Let's mark these beauties out. Folks, you got to learn the setups. You got to learn how to trade. All right, right now, a lot of people are guessing in them markets and losing. All right, Amazon, what do we got? We got room up to 231 here on Amazon this morning. 231 on Amazon. All right, currently. To the downside. Did I miss that 200? No. Okay. To the downside, under 226.61. Under 226.61, your first stop will be the whole number here of 226 and then 224. Good job, Gio. Best screen day ever. I like it. I like it. I get fired up when our VIP traders have good days. Here we go. I mean, I could have touched anything yesterday and it went. Did you ever have one of those days you get into something and it just goes? Like you could touch anything. All right, Amazon, JPM, let's try XRP. Even that would have went yesterday. The hands were golden yesterday. All right, right now we are in a narrow state. We're in position 1 to the downside on Apple. But we stopped trading. We stopped. We have rules. We have rules, right, traders? We don't just keep going because then we will wind up, those hot hands will become very cold very quick. We are in the narrow state, position 1. We got room down to 267. First stop. What's up, JJ? Flora, Gio, good to see you. 267 will be your first stop. And then right underneath that at 265. We have a support. So this is a major support area. Write it down. 267, 265 area. We got support. Back over 273.23 to the upside. Yes. We got room up to 275. This area is major resistance right there from 275 to 276. Please mark that down on Apple. What's up, Traveler 163? What's up, my baby? Tesla to the moon. Let's see what we got here on Tesla. So on Tesla, we were in a bearish neutral state. What do I always tell you? Don't get faked out. We said this yesterday, right? What do we need to happen before Tesla was going to make its move yesterday? What did we need to happen? We said it on here about 6 times. Good morning, DW. Yes, how are you? Kimmy! What's up, my Kimmy? Mama, yes. You had to get narrow. Look what happens once we get narrow. Look. Ooh, narrow. Watch, ready? Watch, watch, watch. It's like magic. All right, here we go on Tesla. But now you don't want to learn how to trade properly. That's all right. We are in a narrow state. We are in the whip zone on Tesla. Let's go. Let's not worry about learning how to trade. We'll just guess all day. We'll just guess. What the hell? All right, narrow state. We're in the whip zone. Above 489. We got room up to 496. 496, my beauties. 496 under the whip zone. We're not going to trade into this pivot. We're going to get under 481.41, and then you have room down to 464.50. Mark it down. Okie dokie, Balema. Hello. Talons, good to see you over there on the tubes. What do we want to learn? What do you guess every day? Right, Whitworth? We got a narrow state here. Whoops, we got to move this sucker down. We got a narrow state here on Meta in the whip zone. Spy in the Qs. We got an alert out on him currently. All right, here we go. Above 667, we got room up to 671 and 678 on Meta. Watch Meta, it's spready as hell. Under 662, you got room down to 660. That'll be your first stop. And then 653 on Meta. Choppy and spready on Meta, just like we like them. Let's go, IWM. All right, IWM, we are in a narrow state, everybody. Narrow state here on IWM. We got an alert. Alert here on IWM. When Voss gives you alert, you write the stock down. You can see this from a mile away. All right, here we go. IWM above 250. Get over the goose of 250. Can we get over that? With a retest, we got room up to 252. Okay, mark it down. Under 248, please, traders, get under the whole number. We do not trade into whole numbers to the upside. We do not short into 248. Okay, what do we do? Let it go. Give back bar would be good. All right, you can do the give back, or you can wait for the retest of 248, and then we're going to hammer that thing to the downside. All right, 247, 246, 68 will be your first stop here on IWM, and then 245. B. Todd, you can learn if you want to get into the VIP and start learning how to trade. Finally, we can start figuring out what you are doing wrong. We're going to dissect it for you, and we're going to figure it out, and we're going to change your trading around. This is where the dream happens, folks, right in here. If you have any questions, ask the current VIPers in the chats. They would be happy to answer any questions you may have. That's where you're going to go. Rango Marquez with the rose. That is where you're going to go, my beauties. PLTR. All right. We are in a narrow, we got a lot of narrow states this morning. Who's salivating right now? Who's got the bucket and the mop ready? Because we're salivating with these narrow states. Look, the salivation is just coming off me. We are in position 2 to the upside here on PLTR. Let's see what we got. Anyone salivating? I'm salivating. PLTR, yes, to the upside. We got resistance. 187, your first level of resistance. 188. And then up top here, 190 will be your next stop. All right, these are your 3 levels. 1, 2, 3. Mark them down. Under the whip zone, get under 184. Get under the whole number, 184, and we got room down to 176. Remember, traders, we don't care if the stock goes up or if the stock goes down. That is irrelevant. You do realize that. Going up or down is irrelevant. We trade setups. We are setup traders. We are masters of trading the setup, whether it goes up or it goes down. We don't care. MU. That was the hardest thing for me to realize when I first started doing this. What do you mean we don't care? I couldn't wrap my head around that. We are in a narrow state. We are in the whip zone on MU. Yes, it is. Watch out here on MU. We got a double top up there, 264. All right, on MU. Let's see what we got. Above 252. I'm sorry, above 253.50, we have room up to 258 and 264 here on MU. Mark that down. Under 244.86 here on MU, we got room down to 239 and 230 on MU. We got 2 night stars left. Holy moly. Who's got them night stars? Good morning, Nick D. Love you, brother. Fit Wakely. Good morning. Over there on the tubes, Fit Nick. Make sure we're hitting that heart, baby. Let's go. Daniela and Paolo. AVGO. I got you. Don't you worry, TikTokers. I got you over there. I see what you're writing. I got your symbols. We are in the narrow state. We are in the whip zone. And here comes another one. Alert, alert. We got an alert out on AVGO currently right now this morning. Double top up there at 346.52. Let me give you another one to the downside, my beauties. Bam. All right, here we go. AVGO. We're in a narrow state. We're in the whip zone, and we got an alert out on this. Above 332, you got room up to 336 here on AVGO. Under 326.61, we got room down to 321.50 and 317. What do we got, TikTok? Thank you for the follow. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you so much. Love you all. I love you all. Happy Hanukkah to everyone celebrating Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah to all of you beautiful people. Boom, boom, boom. CRWV. Whoops. CoreWeave. See what we got. We got the roses on the board. We are in a narrow state. We are in position 3 to the upside here on CRWV. That is our gap up this morning. No, yes, no, to the upside. Now, my question to you is, you see this right now, what's the first thing you're thinking about? CRWV, gap up to 71.40. What's the first thing you say to yourself? We'll do SPY, Cousin Eddie. Don't worry. We come back to them. Don't worry. Will the Thrill. Thank you, my brother. Resistance. You got it. We got to find ourselves resistance because it's going to pull back because of the market cycle. So let's see what we got. Where's our resistance? Where is it? There it is. There she blows right there. First stop, $73. First stop. All right, and then 79.77. So this is going to be your first level of resistance. Boom, right there, $73. Mark it down. Above 73, because you're narrow, with a retest, you have room up to $80 here on CRWV. Now, we have this gap up, okay? If this comes to the downside with an event, what number is crucial? What is crucial for CRWV? Let's see who knows. CRWV, what will be your crucial level? $69.50, $70 area. You stay above that, you're looking for longs. Under $69.50, you're looking for shorts here on CRWV. As we head over to MU, yesterday, what did I tell you? 243 was the golden goose, remember? We never got under 243. So then, for the rest of the day, you were looking for your longs to the upside, remember? Remember my golden goosers? Okay? Nvidia, just listen to me, would you? All right, here we go. We are in a narrow state. We're in position 2. You got room up to 178. What strategy do we use? We use the only strategy. There's only one strategy to trade. I know a lot of traders think we have this strategy. Nope, they don't work. Or you wouldn't be here. I'm sure a lot of you tried them all already. 178 to the upside here on Nvidia. There's no Fibonacci. There's no Elliott wave that's going to save you. Under 173.65, you got room down to 170. And there's no RSI or MACD. All right? Who currently has a chart that looks like this? Who currently has a chart that looks like this? Put me in the chat. RSI, MACD, volume. Who has a chart that looks like that? Put me in the chat. Oh, too bad the Wizards are away right now. We can have fun here. When you join the VIP in our education and you learn how to trade the right way, this is what your chart's going to look like. Ready? Without these white lines. Just these two lines, all right? Okay? What else are we looking at? Uber. And then we're going to do NQ, and then we are going to do XRP. Uber. All right, Uber, we are in a narrow state. We are in the whip zone. Uber, here's another one. Fire it up. Alert, alert. On the Uber Rooney. All right, Ubers, here we go, babies. Here we go, my babies. I love you all. Above 80.13. We have room up to 80.72 on Uber. Up to 80.72 on Uber above the whip zone. Under 79.68, we have room traders down to $79. 78.79. Mark that down. We have an alert out on Uber. Nice, beautiful channels. Look at the size of these suckers, huh? Yes, it is. Robin Hood. All right, hold on. First, NQ. Oh, look at NQ yesterday. Look at those levels, babies. Look at those levels. Wham! 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 Woo! 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 Look at them levels. NQ looks pretty good too here, to be honest with you. All right, here we go on N of the Q. We got to get over 25,358. 25,358. You'll have room up to 25,453 on NQ this morning. Under 25,194.75. You'll have room down to 25,081. AMD. How were those levels yesterday, huh? Did you like them suckers? Apple rejected, right? Was it Apple? Yeah, rejected right off of that bottom one. Go back to YouTube and watch it. We are in a narrow state. We are in position 1 on AMD. Double bottom right there, 194. All right, here we go on AMD. Narrow state. We are in position 1. Yeah, I got a problem here. Right here, we are not trading into that pivot, correct? Ding, 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 boing. Nope, not doing that. We must get over 203.38, retest it, and then you have room up to 206 this morning here on AMD. Okay, traders? Write that down. Back under the whip zone of $200.80. $200.80. You have room down to 194.42. All right, my beauties? Love you all. Happy Hanukkah to all our amazing traders and viewers who celebrate the Hanukkah holiday. Very important, folks. We are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone here on RDDT Reddit. Let's see what we got on Reddit. All right, Reddit's an easy one. Are we ready? Above 237.50, you have room up to 246 here on Reddit. 246. I have great enthusiasm. Thank you. I've been doing this a long time, guys. 21 years. If you were looking at charts and doing this for 21 years, you would be decent too. Under 229.50, you have room down to 224. 224, okay, on Reddit. Yeah, I fell asleep, Kev. I was watching it, and then, the engines run out in his body eventually. My wife goes, I wish they would run out a little sooner. Hello, Lawrence. How are you, baby? Google. Yes, the VIP is open. Where do you go? Let's go, my traders. Let's go, my beauties. Are we ready, my beauties? Google. Let's see what we got. VIP is right there. That is where you're going, to the VIP. You'll have all weekend to study and learn. Just click. You will have all weekend to study and learn. So by next Monday, this Monday coming up, you will be a different trader. So basically, what does our VIP do? We have over 70 hours worth of course material in there for you. That is number one. Number two is I review your trades for you. I'm going to tell you what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong. And my traders, every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, I train you in the VIP training room. Above 304.52, you have room up to 310. 310 here on Google. Under 302.86, we have room down to 298 on Google. Google, we got an alert. I'll be watching this one at the open. Alert, alert. I will be looking at Google. That is for sure, my beauties. Come to Papa. All right, what else we got? Michael, April, Life Wonders, thank you. Adorable, Will the Thrill, Bill Boyle. Yes, it is. We got some more roses. Let's hammer these so we can get to the money gun. Thank you, Jay Dobbins. Love you. Jay, I'll make you a moderator if you want over there on the tubes. Remind me. Remind me. Coin. All right, what do we got on the coin-a-roonies? Are we ready? Whoop. All right, coin, we are in a bearish neutral state, and we are on the 2 minute, so we got to fix that. All right, we are in a bearish neutral state. We're in the whip zone on coin currently. As we put in our support and resistance levels here on coin. Traders, what I need you to realize is that risk management is the only thing we control in the market. Do we got it? Risk management is the only thing we control in the market. We have no control over winners. We have no control to the winning side. Zero, zilch. All we could do is trade high probability setups over and over and over again, controlling our risk. If everyone understands that, please put yes in the chat. I need to make sure you all understand this. All right? If you all understand this, put yes in the chat. We did Google, yes. Good job, Lawrence. Kai, good. Will, yep. Zen, yep. Good, everybody. Good, good, good. All right. We are in a bearish neutral state. We're in the whip zone. Above 246.29, we have room up to 249. But first, we're not doing anything to the upside until that 20 catches up and puts you in a narrow state here on coin. All right? Very important. Above 249, we got room up to 261 here on coin. Under 238.98, you got room down to 231 and 227 here on coin. Good job over there on the tubes. Love you guys. Excellent. Hello, Adrian. How are you? Tesla. Tesla, we are in a narrow state. We are in the whip zone here on Tesla. We do not have an alert on this. Above 489, we have room up to 495.50. That'll be your first stop. Under 481.41, you have room back down to 464.55. Zen Method, Michael Watson, Riri with the rose. Thank you, Zen, with the money gun. We got 2 more money guns out there, my beauties. Who's got them? Marvel. April Stapleton. All right, right now on Marvel. Thank you, sweetheart. We are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone here on Marvel. Who here is a gamer? Like, who plays games every day? Like on your PlayStation or whatever it is. Who's a gamer? Put me in the chat. Right now, we are in a neutral state. We're in the whip zone. Above 84.77, you have room up to $86, and then 87.65, 88 area, okay? A lot of adults play games. I never knew that. Under 83.71, you have room down to $81 on Marvel. It's a big thing. Pretty cool. I wish they had all of this when I was young. I was huge into games, like Madden and all that. Huge. Huge. Boeing, let's do it. All right, right now we are in a narrow state here. Hold on, everybody. Let me fix this. Thank you, Will the Thrill, April Stapleton, Hidden Controller. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, roses are up. Pong. Narrow state whip zone here on Boeing. All right, Boeing, here's another one for you. Write it down. We got an alert on Boeing. We got another one, my beauties, on the Boweroonies. You got a double top up there at 211. Oh, yeah. When this song comes on at a wedding, come on. You know you're getting up, right? Oh, I need another wedding to go to. Anyone get married? Above 209.06, we got room up to 210.62, 211 area here on Boeing. This will be your first level of resistance on Boeing. This area right here, 1062 and 211, please mark that down. If you get over 211 with a retest, my traders, you'll have room up to 213 on Boeing. Now, back under the whip zone, under 208. Get under that hold number, folks. You have room down to 207. That'll be your first stop, and then 206 will be your second stop. C. I took care of him, Mr. Dave. Beast with me. I don't tolerate crybabies. See ya. All right, here we go. We are in a narrow state. We are in the whip zone. I got 2 of them here. They're called my daughters. I don't need grown men crying. All right, here we go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. See, he's doing pretty good for you, Trinity, huh? All right, we are in a narrow state. We are in the whip zone. Above 113.50, we have room up to 114 on C. 114. Above 114, remember, 70% of all new highs will fail. Under 112.67, we got room down to 112 here on C, okay? And then 111.62. The Hood of Robin, let's see what we got. I meant to do this before. I forgot. I apologize, my beautiful traders. I apologize. Whoa! All right, you pull up Robinhood this morning, and what's the first thing you say to yourself? If you look at this chart, whip zone's in place, you pull it up. Bell goes off at 9:30. You happen to pull this chart up at 9:25 a.m. What do you say to yourself right here? Thank you, Nick, for the $1.99. I appreciate you. Well, we are in a bearish wide state. That's problem number 1. You're in bullish position 2. You're not going that way. You're going to be choppy. You must wait for that to creep up. You're going to chop around until that creeps up. So you ain't doing nada on Robinhood until that happens, or you are going to be in a chop fest. All right? You're going to be chop suey. You're going to lose all your hair like I lost mine if you try to trade this before then. All right, here we go on Robinhood. Once you are in a narrow state, you got room up to 123.50, 124 area. This will then become major resistance to the upside. Please mark that down, my traders. Okay. Under 117, we have room down to 116. That'll be your first stop. And then you will have room down to 114. IREN, I got you. IREN so far away. Let's see. IREN. All right, we're in a narrow state. We are in position 2 to the upside on IREN. Oh, IREN. Let's see. Watch this pivot right here. See that sucker? That's a doozy. You got a double bottom here, 33.50. All right, IREN. Narrow position 2. First stop is 37.50 and 39.50 to the upside on IREN. If you're here for the first time, hit that follow button. We are on every day, Monday through Sunday. Under 35.41, you got room down to 33.50 here on IREN. Juicy. Lulu. Lulu. All right, Lulu, let's see what we got. We are in a neutral bearish state on Lulu, position 1. The stars are aligned on this, so that's good. All right, we got our 200 right there, our first stop of a support. All right, there's our second stop of support, my beauties. So let's see what we got on Lulu. First stop of support will be 211.50. Mark that down. And then $200 to the downside on Lulu. Back over 219. We got room up to 226 here on Lulu. Tesla. Let's go. I wish the tubers could hear the music we play. It's beautiful. All right, we are in a narrow state. We're in the whip zone. Here on Tesla, above 489, you have room up to 495.50. 495.50 on Tesla. You want to get under 481.41 to the downside for a move down to 464.50. You almost got the wizard, S. Cranks. You almost got the wizard, S. Cranks. Let's see Microsoft. The wizard almost came back for vacation. All right. You know that person's going to be a doozy when they bring the wizard out of vacation. You know what I'm saying? Let's hammer those roses, everybody. We got a hammer. We are at 131,000 likes. Holy moly, Batman. That boy says, bro, you are the GOAT. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, man. All right. Microsoft, we are in a narrow state. We are in the whip zone. Okay? We are going to mark out our major support and resistance levels. Let's see what we got. All right, let's do it. Above 486.17, we got room up to 490 and then 493 here on Microsoft, okay? Under 483.62, we got room down to 480 and 476.31. Thank you, Swanee. Everyone, it's time for some shares and reposts, if you wouldn't mind. Share and repost. Hammer that thing. Thank you, Michael. Adorable dad with the roses. User with the goat. Thank you so much. Michael Poletti. I love the name. You have a golf hat on, too? Is that a golf hat? Does that say like a golf? I like it. Welcome, Michael. Supposed to be playing golf Friday, hopefully. We don't have to take a canoe. You know, my buddies are like, come on, we're playing. I'm like, we're going to need a snorkel and a canoe. What are you talking about? All right, right now we are in a narrow state on Apple. We are in position 1 on Apple. You got room down to 267 down, above 273. You have room up to 275 on Apple, okay? And for Apple, you have an alert. What's up, Lenny Lee? We got an alert on Apple, RKLB. So me and my brother, many, many years ago, this is the same person that took me skiing, and it was a total disaster. Well, he took me camping. He thought camping would be a great idea for us to go out and have fun for the first time and go camping at a legit camping place. All right? There's no beds, there's no cots, you're camping. All right. He wants to go canoeing down this river. We go canoeing. Well, a couple things happened. The canoe flipped over. We couldn't get it flipped back. We ran into a couple having lunch under a tree. We lost one of our canoe oars. He lost his wallet and sandals. And we wound up swimming down the river, holding the canoe until we got to the end. That was our canoeing story, everybody. We are in a neutral state. We are in position 1 to the upside. We got room up to 64.50 on RKLB. Under 58.34, you have room down to $56 and $53. Oh, and I forgot one thing. Before the canoe flipped over, we were going down, and there was this tree and branches hanging over. We were unable to steer either way. We went right into the tree. I was scraped all on my face, all on my arms. So was my brother. We got back, and our girlfriends at the time said, "What the hell happened to you two?" Don't ask. And that was the end of our camping years. Google, narrow. We got an alert. We are in the whip zone above 304.52. We have room up to 310 on Google. I'll be watching this very closely at the open. Under 302.86, we have room down to 298 on Google. Nope, I don't want to look at a campsite ever again. I also don't want to look at a ski slope ever again. I'll stick with my golf courses and my trading charts. We are in a narrow state on AVGO. We got an alert out on this. We have room up to 336.05. That'll be your first stop. And 346.52. Under 326.61, you have room down to 321.50 and 317. Let's go, over there on the tubes. That boy, you better be tapping. I can tell, I can look it up. Lenny Lee, are we tapping? Remember, this is not financial investment or tax advice. This is for education purposes only. Trading is risky, and you must trade at your own risk. Thank you, Mr. Dave. Netflix, let's do it. And then SoFi. Thank you, John McGarvey. Zen Method, Rev. Thank you, Rev. We are in a neutral state. We're in the whip zone, everybody, here on Netflix, okay? We're going to mark out our major support and resistance levels right now here on Netflix. All right, on Netflix, we don't want to go long, traders, into that pivot, $95. Do we want to go long into this 95? No. Let's get over it and go up to 96.44 and 97.36 on Netflix. To the downside, under 93.59, you have a nice little channel here, down to $92 hold number. PLTR. Oh, SoFi, and then PLTI. My whistle, baby, whistle, baby. All right, SoFi, we are narrow. We are in the whip zone, and we got an alert on SoFi. Above 26.59, you have room up to $28 here on SoFi. Mark that down. Under $26 hold number, you got room down to $25 for SoFi and this ATR. That's a pretty good channel to the upside and to the downside. Alert it. Who is that? Jer Francisco. That's like a boxer. We got Oxy for you right here. And coming to the ring, weighing in at 220 pounds, Jer Francisco. You'd be a great boxing name. All right, here we go. Oxy. Yes, I'm insane, people. All right, I am. I'll admit it. We're in a narrow state, but I'll teach you how to trade like you never traded before. We are in position 1 to the upside. Oxy. Oxy, we got an alert on this thing. Alert. We got an alert here on Oxy. Boom. Let's see what we got. Let's pull this sucker back. All right. You're in position 1, narrow state. You got room up to 40, 50, and then $41 up here. You see that? Look at that beauty. $41. Looks pretty good here, Jer Fonseca. Under $39.55, you have room down to $39. $38.87. Christy, what's up, my Christy? Spy and Oxy. Spy, you're in a narrow state. You're in position 1 to the downside. You got room down to 675 here on the SPY, and 671 will follow that as major support. Back over 678.56. Your first level of resistance here, Christy, is 681 and 684. The Qs. We got one more set of roses, my beauties. We're doing good. We are doing good, and thank you all so much for all your support. I hope we're helping you here. If you think about getting into our VIP educational community, we're going to change your trading for the better. I will promise you that, okay? The Qs. We are in an arrow state. We are in position 2. You got room up to 613 here on damn Qs, and 615 to the upside. Under 608. Under 608, you have room down to 599 on the Qs. Thank you, Mr. Dave. You are an amazing moderator over there. Everyone, W in the chat for Mr. Dave, please. Netflix. All right, Netflix, we're in a bearish neutral state. We're in the whip zone currently here on Netflix. Above 94.45, you have room up to $95 and $96.50. All right, to the upside. Under 93.59, we have room down to $92 here on Netflix. Now, let me show you guys something, teach you a little something. When you get a move to the downside here on Netflix, and as you're coming down the board, you see how we're 92.35 is technically the pivot, okay? But you're going to come down and break through that, and you're going to put a bottoming tail in at the whole number. Bam! Right there. And then what usually happens here is a trader thinks they broke the pivot. That's just a poke through. And then you come flushing back up this way. So you got to be careful. This is just the poke through. The whole number is going to get your bottoming tail. 92.35 is going to be your first level of support. All right? So mark that down. And you'll learn all this in the VIP. John McGarvey, a little AVGO. Right now, we are in a narrow state, position 1. We have an alert out here. I almost said on John McGarvey. On AVGO, we have room up to 336, first stop, and then 346.50 will be your second stop here on AVGO. Under 326.61, you have room down to 321.50 and 317 to the downside. Traders, what you also need to remember, when you are trading stocks that are like 100, 200, 300, you have to watch the half dollar numbers, your .50s, all right? 321.50, 322.50. They're not nearly as strong as whole numbers, but you still have to watch them when there's a pivot present. Crystal, how much do you make a year trading? How much do you make a year trading? My beautiful Crystal. You're welcome, John. Chad, America. I love that name. America, yes. Yes. Beautiful name, America, if that's your name. Nike. Wow, we haven't done that one in a while. Remember when the last time we looked at this thing was that big move down. Let me see something here. Nike. Remember that? Let's see. Remember this? Right here. Whammo! But we weren't scared. Why? When we bleeding out, we're bleeding out. No, you're not. You're just coming back to the 20. We're bleeding out. No, just to the 20. Now we're going to the moon. Look, now we're going to the moon. No, you're not. You're going back to the 20. And we never trade into the granddaddy, especially Zeus, you silly gooses. All right, let me mark these out. You silly gooses. It never comes back to the 20, Voss. Never. Okay. If you say so. All right, Nike, are we ready, my beauties? Where are we on this, by the way? Oh, here we are. We're down here. All right, way down here on Nike. Let's pull it back. We have resistance right above us on the daily, 632, $60, major resistance here. I'm going to mark this out as well. All right, now we have major resistance. We are way down here in position 3. We are way down here in position 3. Our 50% retracement will be $63. If you get back over, let me mark this out, 60.32 with a retest, you have room back to 63. Then 64.50. This is going to be your golden goose on Nike. I'm not worried about anything to the downside because you're not going to chase it down. You must stay under $63 from some more shorts for today. Above 63, you're going to look for longs on Nike. Mark that down. Got it? We're not looking to go any lower. We're not bleeding out. Okay? Sir Dark says, to the moon. MSTR. But Voss is bleeding out, man. It's bleeding out. Nike bleeding out. It lost the hook on the symbol. That's a Fordano win, Voss. What? It lost the hook. It was going down so much, the Nike hook, the swoosh, it lost a piece of it as it was going down. I love you guys. Don't we have so much fun on here? Don't we have so much fun on here? Huh? Would you ever think you would have met a crazy human like me before? We're going to do MSTR here in a second. But really, we're at 173,000. Let's turn on the engines and let's go to 200,000 on a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And we got to finish those roses. Neutral state position 2 currently here on MSTR. I'm going to show you a little something. Did I mark these out already? Oh, I marked these out already. All right. All right, you're coming off a 200 here. All right, underneath you is support, a 200. You got room up to 173.50. Watch that 170 area right here. This little pivot. Let me mark it. I'm going to mark it for you guys. You won't be able to stomach holding on. Look, you got room up to 170 and then 173.50 on MSTR. All right? To the downside, under 157.57, you have room down to 143 on MSTR. Let's go, let's go. Make sure we're tapping. Michael Hart, that's a good thing, baby. When you wake up in the morning, everyone should set their alarms, right? Right? This is great. So you're sleeping. Right? You're sleeping. Let's say you set your alarm to 6:30 a.m. At 6:30 a.m., all of a sudden you hear your alarm go off. You know what your alarm says? To the moon! How do you like them apples, huh? Should I record that and make an MP3 for you guys? SPY, we are in a narrow state. We are in position 2. You got room down to 675. That's a whole number, and that's a double bottom. So make sure you're careful there on 675, okay? Under 675 with a retest, you have room down to 671. And back over 678.56, you have room up to 681. Roll call. Yes, the VIP is open. That is where you're going to go to get into the VIP. Get in there. I'm telling you. You'll thank me later. That I will promise you. All right, here we go. Zen Method, K. Braden, Mark Rojas, J.L. Hammer, Toad, Chad, America, Shelly, the beautiful Stringer, Will the Thrill, Rango Marquez, Paulo, Riri, that's me, hello, John McGarvey, Zen Method, Adorable Dad, Dad Bod. We have the Adorable Dad and the Dad Bod in here. How do you like them apples? Sir Dark, Only Dan in the UK, that is still being investigated. Rev, thank you so much. Michael Poletti, I bet you he's Italian. User, thank you, User. Shabazz, thank you. Salva, thank you. Jessica, the beautiful Pilach, I appreciate you. Hidden, thank you. April, the beautiful Stapleton. Tybaz, thank you so much. Danielle, La Yulina, Mark, Christina, Zan, the beautiful too. Riri, that's me. Miss Yulina, the beautiful Miss Yulina. Bill Boyle, Paulo. Rango Marquez, hold on, my thing froze here. Suzette, thank you. Chad, Life Wonders. Mama Kimmy, thank you. Andrew, the Believer, thank you. We got a lot of people here. I think we got them all. Did I get them all? Chad, thank you so much. Merrill, hey, you don't hear them anymore. Adam, thank you. None. Adam, Powder, Official KK. Thank you all so much for all those amazing donations. Thank you. Thank you. Merrill, I love that name. You don't hear that name anymore. Where is Merrill? What'd you name your daughter? Merrill. We'll be back on tomorrow morning. Yes, we'll be on tomorrow morning. Get in that VIP. Start learning how to trade today. Start learning the real way, and we'll see you in there. VIPers, we'll see you in the chat here in 1 minute. Have a great day, everybody. Make the world a better place. Give somebody a hug today, and let's get to work.